before starting examining any patient. Okay? Try to talk to the patient, introduce yourself, okay, and explain what you are going to do. Then, better to wash your hands before touching anything. We expose the abdomen from where to where, the fresh way. Better in your patient himself to do it. Okay, the exposure, not you, but you can help through. Where is the exposure? الابدومن من فين لفين؟ من الزيفويد أو زيفسترنم إلى symphysis pubis. Okay. في other books you will see that it will tell you from nipples till mid-thigh. This is too wide. This is not really very applicable. Okay. So the first thing to do is ايش نسوي الآن؟ We'll do inspection. So the patient is lying flat, supine, okay? So his hands are beside him. You can raise it 15 degrees or to 30 degrees just to make it a little bit comfortable for the patient, and the patient is relaxed, okay? Look now carefully. Hello? أهلين دكتور أيمن. خلص الفولنتير كنت بدي أكلمك عليه he's already here. شكرا جزيلا. أيوة وصل. شكرا. يسلمك. الله يعطيك العافية. Okay. So we do inspection. The inspection is to look at ايش انتوا اللي كلموني مش أنا the shape of the abdomen. Look at this. Whether it is flat, okay, you draw a line or plane from xyphosternum to symphysis pubis. If it is above that line, معناته it is distended. If it is below that line, معناته this is a scaphoid abdomen. Okay? Or if it is according to that line, this is a flat abdomen. Okay? Then you look for symmetry and you come from here. لاحظوا انتوا that you have to move to show that you are really looking for this carefully. So I just, this is symmetrical, both sides are symmetrical. The abdomen moves with respiration. This is very important. If you see that the abdomen is not moving with respiration, this is most likely a rigid abdomen. This is a sign of probably peritonitis. So this is very serious, that if you see that the abdomen does not move at all, ما في أي movement with respiration. Then you look at, you can start make a scheme for yourself from the subcostal angle. Look at it. Then go down umbilicus. Well, umbilicus we have three major things. Location, that it should be central between the xyphosternum and symphysis pubis, and whether is it inverted, everted, or flattened, and usually it's inverted. Okay? And if there is any discharge, blood coming out of that. I cannot see any of these. The umbilicus is central, it's inverted, and there are no discharges and no blood coming out from the umbilicus. Then, according hair distribution is a normal hair distribution, no bulges. This is, we talked about this from there. No scars, no pigmentations, okay, no striae. Stria is one, striae with E, this is multiple, okay. Then no visible peristalsis and no visible pulsations. And I have to look. It's not just to أقول no وأنا واقف أطلع في اللي جنبي. No, I have to look. No visible pulsations, no visible peristalsis, no striae, no scars, normal hair, male hair distribution. Okay, and then ask the patient to do two things. Cough, كح, سوي كده. أيوة. And look for any cough impulse, any bulges in the inguinal regions. Then, حاول تجلس بس. Look, I don't want him to sit. I want him just to try to sit. This is to check for divercation of recti, weakness of the muscle of above the umbilicus. Usually in خلاص. Patients who have multigravida, females especially, with multiple, there will be weakness in the abdominal wall. So when they try to sit, you will see that this will bulge and will make like this, like number 8. Okay? So this will indicate weakness of the abdomen or rectus abdominis muscle. Okay? So what's next?
Auscultation.
Then auscultate. Will answer with a palpation. Why not palpation?
Change the.
Because this will alter my palpation will alter the sounds that I want to do. Okay? And auscultation, I use usually what side of the stethoscope? Yes. And I look for what? Be careful, warm your stethoscope and make sure that it's not very cold. During last 2 weeks ago, when we were doing abdomen, one of the students, medical students, he said the stethoscope of the other student is very cold. He was chilly out of that. So be careful that now it could be very cold, your stethoscope. Anyhow, what do we auscultate for?
2 sounds.
For?
Vascular.
Brewing.
Brewing.
Vessels, it's brewing. Okay, vascular sounds or bowel sounds. Okay, and we look for bowel sounds where? Quickly, I have to keep the stethoscope for a while, for 15, 30 seconds each. Like if I do not hear bowel sounds, I should keep it for how long? 2 full minutes. If I hear it, بعد 5 seconds I could hear it, ما أحتاج إني أستمر. أروح على other quadrants. Usually 4 quadrants. I auscultate over all the 4 quadrants. Okay? Vowel sounds, if they are present, and then the number is adequate or increased. Okay? Some people طبعا will comment next year. We'll learn more. We comment on the pitch. والله في borborygmis, في sharp sounds or whatever. But anyhow, vowel sounds are present. They are adequate in number. That's it. Then vascular. Where do we examine for vascular sounds?
Renal and aorta.
اللي هو over the aorta. لاحظوا what I do. Look at this. I press. It's not like this. It's I press so I can hear إذا في bruit over the aorta. Then I examine for renal artery bruit where it's 1 inch above, 1 inch lateral to the umbilicus. So 1 inch above, 1 inch lateral on each side. So it will be here, and I press deep and I concentrate. No bruit. No bruit. Okay? So this is most of what we need from you is just to look for bruit, for vascular sounds, and for vowel sounds. They are present, everything is normal. Then I go for, sometimes I need, come on, I don't want to increase the load on you, over the liver. If there is a vascular tumor or mass or something, I need to auscultate. I look for venous humps, we call it, but this is later. This is pathology. And then
Percussion.
we go for palpation.
Percussion.
Percussion? Palpation? ولا percussion? Percussion. What do we percuss for? Liver, spleen,
Ascites.
and for ascites. So we percuss for
Lower border.
lower border of the liver. Look at this. It's only, the method of percussion, everybody should have now familiar with it. No nails. نأكد أكثر من هذا. لاحظوا different sounds on different surfaces. So we start everything from right iliac. Okay? So I put my hand. This has to be, or you are photographing, it's okay. has to be لاحظوا my hand is airtight with the skin and my other fingers should not be كليتهم يعني should be just يمكن touching or trying not to touch the skin. Okay? لاحظوا and then you can hear now it's dull. I will make a mark. ما في مشكلة. Because if you make a mark, this is يعني just talk to the patients. Otherwise, you will say, what are you doing? So always communicate with your patient. Then I go up for the upper border of the liver. From where? اللي هو mid clavicular line على second intercostal space. Over the second intercostal space. This is done. تقريبا this is almost 8 centimeter. This is the liver span. Okay? Then we can do for spleen. And لاحظوا كيف I move from right iliac fossa tangentially towards the right upper quadrant. Okay? If I do not, this is not enough, I need to percuss the troops area. Troops area اللي هي usually occupied by the fundus of the stomach. Okay? So troops area, usually if we draw a line في الميد clavicular line, if you remember, line في الميد clavicular line, ولاين في الميد axillary line, وناخذ خط بين 6th rib لل8th rib الميد axillary, وناخذ اللور كوستال مارجن. في ناس يقول من 6 ل 8 9 إلى 11. Okay? إذن 6 ل 8 mid clavicular line. عفوا على left side it should be. Okay? And 9 to 11 mid axillary line. المنطقة المحصورة بين 4 أصابعي هذه التروبس area. Usually هذه الاريا is occupied by fundus of the stomach. Fundus. معناته percussion over it will be no fundus. الفندس ايش فيه؟ gas. Gas usually. So it should be resonant. Resonant tympanic ما عندك مشكلة. Okay? If I make it, I see it dull, then this could be because of the spleen. لما spleen gets enlarged بصير فوق الاريا هاي وبالتالي you can get بصير percussion note is dull. Got it? So this is the troops area. T-R-A-U-B. T-R-A-U-B apostrophe S. Troops area. It's usually resonant or tympanic because of the gas in the fundus of the stomach. If there is spleen enlargement, this area will become dull. الآن it's not only that spleen enlargement will cause the dullness, you can have a full meal. يعني if we come and examine the patient after lunch, full meal in the stomach, واحد يم عبى معدته, it will become dull. خلاص ما عاد في gas. الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول ثلث لطعامه وثلث لشرابه وثلث لنفسه. ففي الغاز الثلث اللي هو الغاز للنفس. إذا عبينا المعدة كلها أكل صارت كليتها ما عاد في tympanic or resonant percussion note, all of it will be dull. إذا كان في mass in the stomach, a malignant mass, it will be dull. Okay? إذا صار في fluid في اللنج, a left lung, it will be as well dull. إذا صار في fluid around the heart, hemopericardium or whatever fluids around, it will be as well pericardial effusion, it will be dull. So we have many differentials for dullness. لكن أهم نقطة اللي إحنا بنفحص علشانها هو spleen enlargement. إذا كان صار spleen enlargement, so again, line in the mid clavicular line and one longitudinal line على الميد axillary line من ال 6th rib mid clavicular إلى ال 9th rib mid axillary, then we take the lower costal margin. هذه المنطقة المحصورة بين هذا وهذا, this is the troops area. كل شايفها؟ وبالتالي we percuss دائما percuss along the intercostal spaces. Okay? So this is how we do percussion, liver, spleen, or any other masses. Then we percuss for